The Murder of a City, a Dr. Darkness story by Ray Gill. Calling Dr. Cambridge. Calling Dr. Cambridge. Report to room number one. Room number one. The loudspeaker in the city's largest hospital droned out its message. Room number one. Must be someone important. Perhaps the governor has dropped in to spend his vacation at the expense of the city. I wonder. Dr. Cambridge, alias Dr. Darkness, but unknown to anyone but himself, hurried down the long white hall to the large room at the end of the corridor. Number one, he knocked gently. Oh, it's you, Dr. Cambridge. The nurse smiled. Please come in. Thank you, nurse. He quickly walked across the room to see who might be behind the gleaming white screen that blocked the view from the door. Dr. Cambridge stopped short. Mayor Fitzsimmons, you, of all people. Well, I never thought I'd see the time when you'd spend a sick day in my hospital, or any other hospital for that matter. Dr. Cambridge was frankly surprised. I hope it's nothing serious. That remains to be seen, Doctor. Mayor Fitzsimmons smiled wanly. I've suffered a nervous breakdown. Been working too hard, I guess. Dr. Cambridge, the head of the largest hospital in the metropolitan district, studied the pale face before him, unable to understand how such a dynamic man could be shaken so. A man who had always worked hard. A man who had never before shown even the slightest weakness. Nurse, you may go now. Thank you. Dr. Cambridge turned to the sick man before him. Mayor, we've gone through a lot together in the past. I'm afraid there's more here than meets the eye. Come now. Tell me what's really bothering you. With the nurse out of the room, the mayor sat bolt upright in the bed and buried his head in his hands. Doctor, I've been the victim of an anonymous blackmailer for years. He has been using my office to accomplish his own evil ends, just as he has many others in the city's employ. I have always been afraid to expose him before, but this last threat has been so monstrous, as well as his request, that I've turned the whole matter over to the police commissioner. I'm through, I guess, as far as my job goes, but I can still fight as a citizen. It certainly sounds bad, Mayor. I wonder if you could possibly get this note for me. I would like to see it myself. Dr. Cambridge looked straight into the eyes of the man on the bed. Perhaps I can help. Yes. Mayor Fitzsimmons nodded half knowingly. Perhaps you can. I will get it for you. Late that night, in his secret laboratory, Dr. Cambridge donned the hood and black rubber gloves of Dr. Darkness. His broad frame threw huge and magnificent shadows on the walls of his well-equipped and ultra-modern laboratory as he bent over the flickering light of a Bunsen burner, giving test after test to the scrap of paper in his hand. He stopped to read it once again. My dear Mayor, you are familiar with my last request, but you have persisted in refusing to do my bidding. Very well. If this is not done in 1 week, I promise that you will die, along with each and every person in your filthy city. You have until midnight at the end of this week. Dr. Darkness eyed every character, every line, but to no avail. The police department have given this note every test in their scope, and I have gone over their findings. But there is one more test. My super microscope. That should tell the story. Finally, under the powerful scope of his electron microscope, Dr. Darkness detected a few-minute and extremely deadly germs. The green plague. This man is a fiend. A single test tube of these germs is enough to kill every man, woman, and child in this city within 6 hours. If it is placed in, yes, that's it, the water system. Dr. Darkness brushed the collection of test tubes and other apparatus off the laboratory table onto the floor. He feverishly set to work to find a powerful antidote. The chance is too great to try and locate one man who would do this dastardly thing, and time is too short. I must find the antidote so that I can correct this before it gets started. If I succeed, I can neutralize the water system so that this fiend's plan cannot work. The clock on the wall of the laboratory sounded loud and ominous in the still of the night. the only sound other than the occasional tinkle of a glass vial. Dr. Darkness was fighting against time. He had 1 hour in which to do a job that men of science had been trying to do for years. Test, test, test. First with acids, then alkalis. But then, suddenly his voice broke the stillness. Yes, yes, this is the solution. I have discovered the antidote. Now, I only have time to get to the city reservoir. The time is about up. Quickly, he sealed the vial containing the precious chemicals and dashed out of the building. He vaulted into his waiting black roadster, and in almost the same motion, the sleek car raced out of the building into the night. In half the time it would take an ordinary car, Dr. Darkness roared through the night, with the lives of 7 million people in his very pocket. Then ahead of him, the broad expanse of water that was the city's water supply came abruptly into full view. He glanced at his watch. Midnight. The time is up. Hello. What's that? He pulled over to the shore of the large dam and peered up into the black night. Sounds like a plane. Gliding. I can hear the wind singing through the wire struts. Dr. Darkness focused his powerful beam light in the direction of the sound. Suddenly, a low-wing monoplane hurtled into the dazzling beam, and his keen eyes saw the pilot throw something into the water below. That must be our mysterious stranger. Yes, there isn't any license on the plane. Dr. Darkness whipped out his long-range automatic and peppered the ship with a rapid flow of death-dealing bullets. There, that should hold you for quite a while. You rat! The stinging lead lodged itself in the fuselage, the wings, and finally in the motor. Every bullet hitting its mark with deadly accuracy. A long streamer of white smoke burst out of the cowling. And then, just as suddenly, a flash of fire. As the ship crashed into the valley below the great dam, Dr. Darkness made a quick test of the water in the reservoir. In the light from the headlights, he scanned the microscope. It's been done! The water has been infected! Dr. Darkness jerked out the vial of chemical antidote and with a mighty heave threw it far out over the water. In the same motion, he whipped out his automatic and fired at the fast-moving target, shattering the tiny glass container and distributing the germ-killing solution over the face of the water. The next day, Dr. Cambridge dropped in to visit his old friend, Mayor Fitzsimmons, in room number 1 in the city hospital. Good morning, Mayor. Feeling any better? Dr. Cambridge smiled. Better? I should say I am. By the way, have you seen the morning papers? I see where a pilot crashed up at the city reservoir. Tch, tch. Those fellows should be more careful flying around at night. Yes, darkness is treacherous, isn't it? The end.